ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of NYFCAtv. Vince DeLisio here from the Varsity Sports Show with National Youth Football and Cheer Association League Director, Commissioner, Director?
I'll go with Commish.
Okay, Commissioner Jason Hirsch. Jason, how you doing?
Excellent, man. It was just an amazing week of football that we watched this last weekend, and super excited to continue the show and continue to support our local tackle community.
You know, this is our second show, and I am so excited to be back here at Mavericks and Octane next door. You know, we talked about last week we met with the owner, who's an old friend of yours, Scott Sanders. Give our audience a little rundown of Mavericks.
Man, this facility it's just got a little bit for everything, or everyone, even your companies, you know, for corporate parties. But I think the coolest thing here is the VIP room. They have actually arcade games on the bowling alley floor. So as you bowl, you can actually get more points on the ground as well as with the pins. It's just a really great environment, and the food is off the charts.
Now, you see behind us, there's a pool table there. There's a reason for this, and we have a special guest later that we'll talk a little bit more about throughout this intro segment. First thing, though, being about the kids, I want to talk about a preview of today's games.
Okay.
So we're starting with our game of the week, which is an 8U game, the Southwest Stampede and the AZ Bandits.
It's going to be an epic game. So we feel our 8U division is extremely strong, extremely competitive. We feel we have probably close to the top 3 teams in the state competing at this age, and these two teams have some familiar blood with each other, and I'm sure they're going to get after it together.
Two West Side teams.
Oh yeah,
it's great to see them battle it out on the field. So that's our featured game of the week. But then we'll be showing highlights of some other games. We've got the Scottsdale Firebirds and the Levine Scorpions.
Yeah, another great contest. They'll be it's our middle school division, and you know, again, every week these young men work their butts off all week to come out and execute on the field.
AZ Suns, Tempe Bad Boys.
Again, in our 8U division, AZ Suns had a great win over a tough Southwest Stampede team last week, and this will be Tempe's Bad Boys to come, you know, try to get their first W of the season.
Now heading back with the middle school division, another couple of familiar foes, the Southwest Stampede and X Factor.
Yeah, you know, I'm excited about this game because, you know, X Factor came out of the gates a little slow, you know, week 1. So I'm excited to see how they rebound. Southwest Stampede is a well-coached, well-organized team. I actually think this is going to be a good contest, a great matchup.
We're going to wrap up our highlights with an 8U game, the Levine Scorpions and the Reapers.
Yeah, the Elite Reapers are visiting us from another league, so we're excited to host them, and again, we'll see our 8U Scorpions on the field to represent the league and do the best they can out there and compete.
Let's talk a little bit about our guest now. Robert Scoville. He's an old friend of yours. He's a world-renowned sound technician. He's worked with a lot of major recording artists, been all over the world, worked small events, large events, medium-scale events, but he's also a good guy.
Oh yeah, Scovey's he's my hero.
Scovey's his nickname.
Oh yeah, well, his name's Robert Scoville, but we call him Scovey. He did something really special for us this week, Vince, for you and I specifically, and for the viewers out there. He made a lot possible, which we'll go over when we go over there and you know, shoot some pool. We can go into some more detail about it.
Okay, so stick around with us, folks, here on this this first. Am I leaving anything out here?
Yeah, you are, Vince.
Okay,
you are, Vince.
I'm so excited to play pool.
Since you asked.
Okay.
I just want to you know, talk a little bit about the football community here in Arizona, and you know, for your athletes, if you're looking to play in the fall, tackle football, how the system works is there are a couple leagues in town. We're very happy that there's opportunities for these young men to play in our league, or if they happen to choose to play in any of the other 2 leagues or 3 leagues that are out there in Arizona. We just want you on the field. It's about getting the kids on the field. So if you're looking to get your athlete into the sport of tackle, please find your local organizations. So these organizations that we just talked about, the Scottsdale Firebirds, X Factor, AZ Suns, Tempe Bad Boys, Levine Scorpions, Southwest Stampede, these are the organizations that I'm talking about that are playing with us. There are many organizations out there. They're usually centered around a certain zip code, a certain area. But this is how you get involved with tackle. Just signing up for the league. We don't place athletes on teams. So going through your organization, reach out to them. They all have different systems. Do your research. Find out what program is the best fit for your young man, and then they can come on our stage, what you guys are seeing, and that's how we can build this league together with quality organizations, great football, all leading with athlete safety, which is paramount at NYFCA.
Very good. Jason, thank you. And now, again, once we come back from the break, we'll be joined by Scovey, Robert Scoville, world-renowned sound technician. We're going to play a little bit of pool. Breaking down the show this week, we'll do highlights for you. Stick around as you're watching the game during halftime. We've got some great interviews during halftime. We'll show you highlights of the games for this weekend. And then we'll also talk about our game MVP of Week 2's Game of the Week. So stick around for that. Then we'll conclude, kind of wrap things up, and give another preview of this week's game.
Awesome. Look forward to it.
Stick around. We'll be right back after the break. Thousands of athletic teams depend on Adrenaline fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Their goal is twofold. First, to equip athletic teams to meet those goals by raising more money in less time and providing the very best technology through their digital platform. Their job is to take the fundraising off the coach's plate and guide them through steps that are proven to get results every time. How easy? There are teams raising over $50,000 in just an hour. It starts with one call to Adrenaline, 602-999-1845 or adrenalinefundraising.com. We are here. We're obviously we're still in Mavericks. That's where we film our shows, and we're joined by a very special guest here, Mr. Robert Scoville. He goes by Scovey. Scovey, how are you doing?
I am doing awesome this morning. Thank you. Beautiful day out there.
Yeah, and you're an old friend of Mr. Hirsch here, so...
He's the old one. He's the old one.
Well, you got all these friendships here. I'm surprised you haven't burned any bridges. Has he burned any bridges?
You know, nothing I want to talk about here. We'll keep that on the down low because it's probably worth some money to me someday, you know.
Yes. Okay, so Scovey is a world-renowned.
It's fair.
Yes, sound technician, professional. He has worked in just about every genre of music. What genre of music? I mean, talk a little bit about the music.
Yeah, I mean, I've certainly been in rock music my entire life. I mean, I started when I was about 19. So I've been in it a long time, as you can see with all this gray hair. But yeah, I've been in primarily rock. I mean, I spent a lot of time working through the 80s with bands like, you know, Def Leppard and Rush and all these other bands, and then hooked up with Tom Petty in the mid-90s. So
it was interesting. We were talking off camera about your upbringing. You grew up in the Midwest.
Yeah.
You played sports as a kid.
Yeah.
Did the participation in athletics, did that ultimately shape your self-discipline and you know, and everything else?
It did, you know. I mean, I don't think I got it when I was a kid, what was happening there, you know, but as an adult, you know, when you start to see how you start to react to tough situations and things like that, you start realizing that, you know, part of your success, like the grounding of my success, was based in all of that discipline I learned in sports and all of that toughness that's built into that, you know. That comes back to serve you very, very well if you let it in your career, you know. But you don't realize it at the time when you're a kid. You know, you just think, oh man, I hate the coach is making me do all this stuff.
Your friend is over here giving me some gestures. I think he wants me to get out of the way. Yeah.
Let's play.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see if any of this hard work lends itself to the pool table.
All right, go ahead.
Well, if you want, I'll give you the background on my pool career at some point here, you know.
All right.
We were talking earlier, Vince and Scovey, you were sharing the story of what got you into your actual audio career,
yeah.
the discipline of sports and how you got in shape and what that required for you off the field. So we talk a lot about it at NYFCA on the field, but also off the field in the community. I'd love to hear about how sports helped you elevate yourself in your career.
It did. Well, you know, I think first and foremost, sports, and I tried to get this across to my kids as well, it elevates you as a person first. That's the first place it's got to start. Then you can get elevated through a career. If you get elevated as a person in terms of discipline and character, that's going to carry over into everything you do. Everything you do.
Talk about some of the, because a lot of times people only see the glory years, the best times, when you're on top. What were some of the leaner times that you had, and how did your discipline and background in sports carry you through those times?
Well, I mean, that's a really good point to bring up. I mean, a really good question, because I mean, we've all had it. I mean, look, I've been fired from a gig, and those are tough times. Those are days, and when it happened to me, I was amazed how I went right back to my earliest days of failure in sports, and a coach helping me through that. And it helped me get through it. I remember my baseball coach, God rest him, a guy named Joe Bucarry. He used to say to me,
it's amazing how you remember your coaches.
Isn't it though? But I mean, he was like a father figure to me, without a doubt. But I remember him saying to me, you're going to have to cash checks every morning, cash checks of credibility every morning, and you're going to do that when you look in the mirror. Every morning, you're going to do a little check-in and go, am I who I think I am?
How old were you when he told you this?
13. I was a freshman in high school.
13. You helped us out with our sound and getting the refs mic'd up at the games. You're obviously watching what's going on the field a little bit, and you see these 8-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 14-year-olds running around. What do you see when you see that? I mean, beyond just the kids, playing, what are some of the sights and sounds that you're capturing as you're kind of scanning?
Well, I mean, for one thing, I'm envious, because I went to a super small high school.
Yeah.
And I wanted us to have a football team so bad when I was but we weren't a big enough school to have it, So I see them out there, and I just think, man, I wonder if they realize how lucky they are to have this at their disposal. And I wonder if they realize how lucky they are to have this kind of influence like Jason and these other people that are around them. They're going to absolutely shape those lives. Without question, they're going to shape those lives.
Yeah. Okay, Jason, go ahead.
I just want to say something real quick. And to our entire community, that's watching, Scobie, you shape lives, which you just said. You've done that to me in my professional career. Our activities that we've done for adventure racing.
Yeah.
That's right. This guy's also doing adventure racing. But
what is adventure racing for the benefit of people like me that don't leave the house most of the time?
Yeah.
It's where crazy people show up and do really, really crazy things.
The joy I felt seeing you out there at the field at 6:30 a.m. You have no business being out there outside of doing something for the community and giving back for our athletic and our tackle community here in Arizona. Yesterday would not have been possible, right, Vince?
Absolutely.
I mean, we missed so much in the first week. Having you there, I mean, it was grateful and thankful, and our community thanks you, because how we were able to get the audio together. The refs were mic'd up at the field. It was through the live stream, all the audio connections. Grateful and very, very thankful,
Well,
man.
consider this, all right? This relationship was built through an athletic process. Without that, you and I would have never crossed paths, never met.
Crossed paths. How can we give back to you, Scobie?
This is going to sound so fluffy, but I mean this sincerely. The way you're going to give back to me is through doing these kind of events. You're going to build better people and put them out in the world. That's going to make my world better.
Well, that's Robert Scobie. So you'll see him around our games, and be extra nice to him because he is handling our sound.
First time that's ever been said.
We will be right back after the break. Welcome back, everyone. And wow, that was an amazing game. It was an amazing interview. Our time spent with Robert Scobie, who ended up winning, by the way.
It was definitely Robert. So, it was again, I'm just blown away by the support our community here in Arizona is doing. People are coming out of the woodworks. The messages, the messages that we're getting from the community, our viewers, just thank you. It empowers both of us to continue to do this, continue to have people come in and support us. So just awesome to have them here.
It's about doing things for the community. That's what this is all about. Now, what I want to talk about is our upcoming game of the week. And we've got a couple of great teams matched up for this game. They're West Side rivals, the Southwest Stampede in the 8U division and the AZ Bandits. Thoughts?
Man, I'm excited. I think this is going to be a slugfest, man. I mean, I'm actually thrilled. I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, folks, stick around because our game of the week, Stampede and AZ Bandits, coming right up. At halftime, though, we have our highlights in our interview with Ron Sowers. He is known the world over as developing linemen. Let's talk about our highlight segment because we take this very seriously. We are a fan-driven show, and what we did is we put it out to the community. What should we name our highlight segment? So, Jason, which one got the most votes?
Yeah, super happy to have the feedback from you guys. We are going to go with It's Showtime.
I love it. So stick around. A lot coming up, and we will be back. Okay, guys, so welcome back, and I am here with the Southwest Stampede 8U defensive coordinator, Reggie Nicholson. Coach Nicholson, how are you?
Sir, I'm good, man. How you guys doing? Good.
Coach, I got to know, so what got you involved in coaching, and especially with the little guys this age?
As being a former player, you always want to, eventually when you get done playing football, you want to get back to the youth, and that's what kind of got me into it as well. You know what I mean? And also being a teacher, working with the youth, coming back down, seeing that these kids need to be coached up, need a father figure, and that's why we do that, what we do out here.
What do you feel that you could improve upon? Opportunities for improvement?
Just the effort, man, and being physical at the point of attack, and that's what we're trying to focus on this week, man, just winning our individual matchups and being physical at the point of attack as soon as that whistle's blown. So.
All right, Coach, good luck to you this week. Pleasure meeting you. Reggie Nicholson. All right.
Yes,
Here with Stampede head football coach Sean Lanzarato. Coach Lanzarato, you oversee a lot. You obviously oversee all of the Stampede programs. What brings you to what draws you to working with one of the youngest groups out here?
Oh, it's just the passion. Passion of the game. I love working with them because they're sponges out there. So if you give them the tools, they're going to take it. And that's what I like about working with the younger groups, just to get their mold their brains and get them fundamentally sound, like we've been saying. And to see it out there on the field actually come to light is why I do it.
Strengths of your offense: run, pass.
A little bit of both. I try to be balanced as much as I can. A lot of 8U teams don't really pass that much, but we opened it up a little bit our first game. We throw a lot of screen passes. We try to throw deep too as well. I got a quarterback that can throw deep. So it's a little bit of both, but, I would say probably 60-40 run.
All right, now you're talking to an old lineman. So what's your favorite position on this offense to coach up and maybe favorite position that you played?
Favorite positions probably have to be O-line. I mean, because no line, no shine. So we got to get these guys aggressive, point of attack, and to drive these kids back. And without the linemen, we don't have an offense.
Awesome. Well, Coach Lanzarato, good luck to you this week. Looking forward to working with you and seeing your team out there. Go Stampede.
Absolutely. Go Stampede.
Okay, guys, this man is the man that touches the ball every single play. This is the center for this Stampede squad. One of the linemen, a guy after my own heart, Jason Herrera. Jason, how are you?
Good.
Jason, how important is it to make sure you get that snap back to the quarterback?
Really important.
It is really important, isn't it? And you being in the center of the line, you've got to help everybody with their assignments, right?
Yeah.
Do you have to know every position on the line because you're the center?
Yes.
That's a little bit added pressure. How do you feel about that?
Pretty good.
You feel like you're the right man for the job?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I am back with the running back for this Stampede team, the Stampede offense, Lennon Hauser. Lennon, how you doing?
Good.
Lennon, you're a big back. You are a big running back. You could be a lineman at this level. How does it feel being so much bigger than a lot of these kids?
Good.
Do you get a lot of gang tackles, like a bunch of people trying to tackle you at once?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do to try to get away from that? Do you spin? What do you do?
Juke 'em.
You juke them? Show me kind of a juke move. All right, guys. I'm here with the man that makes it happen for this offense, this Stampede offense, quarterback Cade Lanzarato. Cade, how are you doing?
Good.
Cade, I got to tell you, I'm watching you run around out here. I'm impressed because you've got some real leadership ability. There was a bobbled handoff, and you took that ball and you tucked it away and you ran. What made you decide to do that?
Because the snap was bad.
Okay. And so you just adjusted, right? You didn't go out of your way to try to put the ball in the running back's hand and maybe lose that ball as a fumble. You took it, you tucked it away, and you ran. How important is it to have a good offensive line?
For we can pass, and the O-line needs to make hole for a running back.
What's your favorite passing route? Which one do you like? Do you like a post? Do you like a slant? Do you like just a go, just to air it out, Hail Mary? What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite? Do you like the short pass, the screen?
I like to do a go.
Age is just a number when you're riding a Maverick. If you like the wind in your hair and the sun on your shoulders, then there's an experience waiting for you. Introducing Maverick electric bikes, the world's newest and most modern bike to date. The 7-speed Shimano drivetrain gives you the flexibility to get a workout in, relax and cruise, or grip it and rip it. The large LCD screen displays your speed, power, and distance traveled, giving you a totally customizable riding experience. The USB port gives you the luxury of charging your phone on the go or plugging in a Bluetooth speaker. Equipped with hydraulic brakes, our bikes are ready with the stopping power to steer clear of danger. Maverick bikes are collapsible, so you can take them anywhere, anytime. The goal of our design is to expand your bubble of fun outside while minimizing the bike's footprint inside. With up to 25-mile-per-hour speeds, foldable design, 60-mile range, and all-terrain capabilities, we're breaking the mold of the e-bike industry. So grab yourself a Maverick electric bike today and let the journey begin. Life is short. Choose your gear. Choose your adventure. Ride Maverick.
Thousands of athletic teams depend on Adrenaline fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Their goal is twofold. First, to equip athletic teams to meet those goals by raising more money in less time and providing the very best technology through their digital platform. Their job is to take the fundraising off the coach's plate and guide them through steps that are proven to get results every time. How easy? There are teams raising over $50,000 in just an hour. It starts with one call to Adrenaline, 602-999-1845 or adrenalinefundraising.com. All right, guys, so I am here. Welcome back to the show, by the way, and I'm here with the AZ Bandits head football coach, Josh Tupai. Yeah. Yes, I got it. Coach, how you doing?
Good.
Coach, I got to ask you a couple questions. First of all, I got to know, how did you get involved with working with the 8U kids?
It actually started about 3 to 4 years ago when my son was 6. So these group of kids, we've been together since we started at the 6U level. So the wife made an agreement that, I've been coaching for
it's always the wife.
Yeah, I've been coaching for some time, and she said when my son was of age, I'm gonna have to put high school coaching behind and pretty much, coach my son. So.
Coach, this is amazing because what I see, and I've coached the high school level, fortunate enough, and coached a little collegiate football, but at this level, you got to know every position. I mean, at the other levels, you got the kicking coach, the punting coach, but you got to know everything. What kind of pressure is that on you?
It's definitely a lot of pressure just because you get kids that come from all over, and it just parents are going to judge to make sure that they brought their kids to the right organization, so they can weed you out real quick. And so just having a little bit of knowledge of everything, and we try to simplify our game to where the kids can understand it at a 8U level, if that makes any sense.
I was watching those running backs run, and those kids run behind the end zone. They don't just run to the end zone, to the goal line. They keep running.
It's just good work ethic. Practice, finish at the end. You scored when you reach the back of the end zone.
Well, I can honestly say I believe what the strength of this team is, and I'm looking forward to seeing this running game this week. So, Coach, excited, looking forward to talking to your other coaches and your other kids. Thanks so much for taking time out tonight out of practice.
Thank you, Vince.
All right. All right, guys, we're back. We are with the line coach, O-line, D-line coach, Junior Owl. Coach, first of all, I love your name. I got to say that. I love your first name because, as I told you when I met you, I said it's fitting that your name is Junior because Junior's usually like the biggest, thickest guy out there, that and tiny. So congratulations for that. Great name. Coach, tell us about your line.
Our line, we have quite a few returning players, veteran players. We do have a few newer players, but they're all aggressive. They learn quick. This is my first season coaching with the Bandits. So I came from South Florida in Miami, so getting to work with these kids. And we have a lot of size and agility and aggressiveness, so ready to see what they can do.
Okay, so I'm here with another one of the great Bandit running backs, Akamis, but your real name is?
Sitube.
Last name?
Tase.
Okay, so Akamis, so you're one of those halfbacks in that crazy wishbone offense. I see you running all over people in practice. Do you have a favorite play?
Yeah.
What is it?
18 toss.
18 toss? All right, guys, so I am here with Jonah Tabai. Did I say it right?
Tapai.
Tapai.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I'll get it. So, Jonah, you play fullback, you play defensive end, and you play offensive line too, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite position?
Fullback.
You like playing fullback? Do you have a favorite play?
Yeah, it's 32 dive.
I knew you were going to say that because I saw you running a lot of dive tonight in practice and just running all the way through the end zone. Do you like that offense, the wishbone?
Yeah.
All right, guys, so I'm here with Cedric Jones, the quarterback of this Bandits team. Cedric, how you doing?
Good.
You had a pretty good practice, I saw.
Yeah, I did.
What do you like to do out there? I notice you guys run the ball a lot, but what's your favorite thing to do as a quarterback?
My favorite thing is to fake the handoff or then run outside.
All right, guys, so I am here with the defensive coordinator of this Bandits team, Coach Mitchell Voigt. Coach Voigt, how you doing?
Good, good, sir. Thank you.
Now, you go by Coach Mitchell, right?
Coach Mitch.
Oh, Coach Mitch. Okay, so Coach Mitch, you're the DC of this team. You call the defense. What's the strength of this defense?
My linebackers.
Really?
Yes, sir. My linebackers are going to be the killer in every game.
Okay, so offense has been getting a lot of attention. When you guys, your defense faces this offense every day in practice. When you've got offenses out there like the spread, the run and shoot, the West Coast, all these offenses, and you're practicing against a run-heavy offense like the wishbone, how does that prepare you, or what type of things do you do differently to prepare for these other teams with maybe that throw the ball well?
Honestly, right now, it's just if I could get pressure to the quarterback and the running backs and everybody in the backfield, nobody's going to pass.
Doesn't matter what kind of offense they run. If you could put pressure with those linebackers, get into the backfield, you're good. So you guys are a strong pressure defense then.
Yes, sir. And then the game now is mostly not just physical, but all in here too, mental.
Okay, so your attraction to working with the 8U as opposed to kids that are much bigger, what drew you to this level?
I just love working with kids, and I started when all these boys were 6 years old, and till this time, and I'm still coaching them.
Man, and you guys have been together for a couple years now, so you know the personalities of this team pretty well. You know these coaches pretty well. You guys are a big family, right?
Yes, sir. There's a big family here at the Bandits.
Looking forward to seeing you this week. Good luck, Coach, and we'll see you. All right, Jason, I am really excited now because this show is all about the kids. I want to see some clips from this past week's Game of the Week.
All right, I'm here with Coach Josh of the Bandits. Now, what can we expect to see from you guys today? Only one game so far, but what players have really stood out so far?
So pretty much right now, just our game plan for today is just, control the line of scrimmage, control the clock, and just play our ball, play Bandit ball. Keep their athletes off the field.
Now, youth sports has some challenges in terms of getting kids to sometimes understand some things, but there's definitely a lot of reward and fulfillment that comes from it. What have been some of your favorite parts of working with these kids so far in this program?
A lot of these kids been working with me from a young age since we were 5U. So just their overall growth from the first day that I got them to, 3 years, 4 years into the program. The growth is definitely, the most exciting thing that, I get satisfaction from.
Anything else you want to add about the Bandits today before the game?
No, let's play ball.
All right, Coach, thank you so much.
All right, we got a special announcement here before we get the game. If we could line up the Bandits and the Southwest Stampede on the sidelines, we're going to introduce some local heroes here today. So first, Ebony Moore is currently a medical assistant and was on the front line at Honor Health Urgent Care administering COVID tests during the early days of the pandemic. Thank you very much, Ebony. We have U.S. Army 222nd, 23rd Armored Tank Battalion Staff Sergeant Charles Anderson. Charles, raise your hand, bud. We have Marine Corps Major Craig Ligori. Go ahead, give us a wave, Craig. And we have Marine Corps Gunnery Sergeant Richard Abreu. Thank you for your service. Scobie, ready? Yeah. And the national anthem, please rise for the national anthem. Game time.
Receivers split out wide. We've got 2-by-1 set, pistol formation, and the give. Number 31 on the carry, tackled in the backfield on the carry. And we don't have a jersey, actually, correction. Lennon Hauser, shotgun formation, receiver in motion, and the give off to that receiver on the jet sweep. Hauser once again on the carry, stopped in the backfield once again. That Bandit defense came to play today. And players getting the play from the coaches, quarterback, Cade Lanzarato, looking to the sideline, gets the play, 2-by-2 set, receiver in motion once again. That's Hauser. Lanzarato, the sprint out, the keeper all the way, heads around right corner, and is pushed out of bounds by 28.
You would think so. I thought that on the last one, though. He had got kind of quarterback end around, but in the shotgun, a lot of receivers out.
Lanzarato throws it up all alone. The intended receiver, that was a sure 6, and the intended receiver on the play was 19, Reed Carter. Cedric Jones, the quarterback for the Bandits. He's under center, full house backfield. As I told you, they run full wishbone. They make no secrets about what they run. And on the carry, that big running back, Akamas Taasi.
Yeah, and they showed you exactly what you were saying. Couple fakes, run the ball up the middle. I feel like we'll see a lot of fun plays out of them today.
Akamas, sorry, Taasi. And yes, on the carry, two-way player for this Bandit team. He's real easy to spot. He's got really long hair, and he is the biggest kid out there.
Yeah, 8 years old. It looks like maybe he hasn't gotten a haircut since he was born, right?
But he's a big body, too.
Absolutely.
There you go. Jones on the give to the fullback, who takes a shot on the dive.
And how about that as a hit for an 8-year-old game?
Way to start the game there.
Yeah, and it looked like he was lined up as sort of a hybrid fullback. Got the ball up the middle, short gain, but it makes it a third and manageable.
And on the carry was 52, Jojo Tupai. Jones under center, third and short. The give once again to JoJo, rushes through, really close to the first down. Stopped by 7 for the Stampede, and on the stop, Carmelo McKenzie.
Yeah, good push up the line. He took a couple of guys with him, fell just short of the first down, and we'll see if they can pick it up here.
On 4th and 1, Bandits are going for it. Jones under center, full house backfield. One receiver split out wide. Jones, the give to the deep back. Akamus can't get anything going, turning the ball over on downs. And on the stop for the Stampede is 31, Lennon Hauser. Joining us up here at halftime will be famed defensive line coach Ron Sowers, and Coach Sowers is up here scouting some future talent as well.
That's right, in 14 years or so when they're graduated from college.
All right, Hauser on the carry. Stopped after gaining about 3 or 4 yards, 2nd down and 7. Shotgun formation, single back 2-by-2 set. Hauser in motion, Lanzarato, and the give coming back to that single back. Ball's on the ground, but recovered. And that was 30, Eli Guerrero. Lanzarato gets the snap, looks, passes, quick screen, completes it to his receiver. Coming up along the sideline is number 19, that's Carter Reed. 2-by-2 set for the Stampede, 4th and 5. Lanzarato, single back in the backfield. Receiver in motion. Lanzarato, high snap, sprints out to the left, keeper all the way. Lanzarato along the left sideline, rushes, keeps going, finds an edge, and is finally forced out of bounds, but not before getting the first down on about the 30-yard line. Lanzarato, shotgun formation, 2-by-1 set, and the give to the deep back. Met at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1, is number 30, Lanzarato, and he stopped after the high snap, had trouble getting control of it, did get control of it, probably the most important thing to control that football, ball security being the issue, but is sacked in the backfield. 3-by-1 set, Stampede, single back in the backfield, shotgun formation, high snap once again, Lanzarato searching, trying to find a receiver, keeps it around the right side, hits that edge, just a mad dash, and is finally forced out of bounds after a gain of about 5, forced out by number 15, and that is Adrian Ledesma. Okay, welcome back, folks, and it is 4th and short, Stampede. Pistol formation, Lanzarato, 2-by-1 set. High snap, Lanzarato sprints out, passes nearly caught. Wow, it would have been a great play there. Unfortunately, goes through his hands there, but the intended receiver on the play was 24, Jeremiah Smith.
And they had a little bit of success on that wishbone before. Do you think we'll see them go back to that? You can't go too far away from your offense just because of one turnover.
Absolutely, it's what they run, it's what they do best, and Coach Josh fully expects his offense to get going. Here we go, here's Akamus, right along left side on the carry, and finally brought down, nearly a first down there, but brought down by number 7, that's that is Carmelo McKenzie. There we go, 1st and 10, Bandits. Jones, the quarterback, coming under center, wishbone formation. Coach Josh getting his guys aligned. Jones, single receiver split out wide. Jones takes the ball, toss, and the ball's on the ground and recovered. And it looks like the Bandits recovered the football. Wishbone formation, Jones under center, receiver out wide. Jones, misplay, Jones ends up keeping the ball, rushes through left side, running free. Jones, he's off to the races, folks.
There's no
Cedric
one with
Jones, nobody inside, continues, finally brought down inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, chased down from behind, and it looks like Hauser came up, I believe it was 31, Lennon Hauser.
Lennon Hauser.
Yeah. Jones. And the give ends up getting a couple of yards.
And on the other side, there was a great block from Bandits' Jojo Tupai. He made a great play, sprung him open. He couldn't get too far, but
the end of the
made it
quarter.
possible.
End of the first quarter. So we'll take the quick break as well as the teams are getting situated, talking to their coaches. Thanks again for joining us here on the NYFCAtv Game of the Week. It's Bandits and Stampede. We'll be right back. Looks like Guerrero had lined up to kick the ball, but I believe the kicker is 26 Bentley Robinson, I believe.
It's hard to tell. We've got a lot of sun. Those orange and white jerseys, they're great, but it's hard to see too well.
All right. Okay, ball is picked up. And run to the sideline is 26, and that's Jaden Leyva.
Yeah, and a little bit of a nice return there. Gets them to about the 47, 48-yard line and in decent position that if their offense gets something going, they could put a drive together.
Carter Reed with the kickoff, by the way. That was 19 for the Stampede. All right, the Bandits will have it 1st and 10 on their own 47-yard line. Middle of the second quarter now.
And we'll keep seeing them run that wishbone, we'd think. Just down 1 touchdown. Your defense is holding up. Move the ball. You give up a play on the punt, but you got to keep going with what you're doing. Too early to get into a panic spot.
And Cedric Jones, the quarterback for the Bandits. Wishbone formation. Receiver split out wide. Jones. Coach Josh getting the team lined up. Jones under center. Takes the ball, gives to the right halfback. Running around left is number 24, who's finally brought down by 7 of the Stampede, McKenzie. 24 being Adrian Armenta.
Yeah, and a great run there to start the drive. You gave up a little bit of momentum with that punt return touchdown, but now let's see if they can put something together. Big run on 1st down, gets it out to the left side. Good play for the Bandits.
Gain of 9 on the play, 2nd down and 1. Bandits, Jones under center. Jones surveying the field, gets the play from his coach. Waiting for the official to signal it's okay to start. He does. Gets the ball, gives off to the fullback, who hits the line of scrimmage and drags a couple players with him, but gets enough for the 1st down. Move the sticks. We've got a first.
Jojo Tupai, it looked like, got that handoff. Great leverage from him in the offensive line. Gets down low and moves the sticks.
All right. So we got some movement. We've got 2 pretty evenly matched teams. One team that's a well-balanced offense led by a very mobile quarterback in Sean Lanzarato. The other team also a run-heavy offense led by a well-refined and solid leader in Cedric Jones. And the score is indicative of it with the Stampede narrowly holding a 6-0 lead. The up-back on that play, Akamas, rushing through.
We've got a flag. It looks like a false start. One of the running backs moved a little bit early, and this one should be coming back.
Illegal shift on the offense. 2 players in motion at the same time. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
All right. So illegal shift on that. We'll bring it back, and we'll replay the 1st down there.
And at this age, it's almost surprising that that doesn't happen more. It's great coaching. It says a lot about the coach that you can get kids this age to understand a system like that, make those great plays. That's I don't even know if I'd be able to remember all those plays, Vince.
Well, exactly. That's why we're up here.
That's right.
Yes. Okay, so 1st down and 15. Jones leads his offense. Wishbone formation. Jones under center. And the give. Actually, the keeper skirts around left side is Jones and gets about half of that back. Gain of about 7.
Yeah, and he had a couple fake handoffs there. Kept it himself. He faked us out, faked the defense out too.
He
Got
did.
a solid gain, makes it second and manageable.
Thanks again, folks, for tuning in to the NYFCA TV Game of the Week. It's Southwest Stampede versus the AZ Bandits. Both teams out of Glendale. Had a chance to visit both their practices this past week. A lot of fun. It was a great time. And they practiced right in the shadow of Cardinal Stadium. Quite a sight. All right. Jones, the give. Oh, loses the football. I tell you what, great fakes today, Eric.
That's right, but the defense blew that one up immediately. They saw that one coming, got into the backfield, and just made him pay.
3rd down, and it looks like we'll have a timeout called.
Their first of the half.
All right, timeout called by the Bandits. Welcome back, folks, and about 8 minutes and 17 seconds till half. Bandits, 3rd down and about 13. Wishbone formation. Cedric Jones under center. Jones gives to Akamas. Akamas rushes through. The penalty marker comes in. Drags a few players with him. We'll see what that call is.
Yeah, and there were a lot of bodies there. Tough to tell. Maybe some illegal contact, something like that. We saw a lot of good players out there and a lot of big bodies running into each other.
Okay, here we get the call here.
Holding on the offense. That penalty is refused. 4th down.
Okay. All right.
And they had a short gain. Defense wants to get it to 4th down and 10 on an against an offense that really hasn't made a ton of huge plays so far. That's probably a smart call.
Here we go. 4th and long. Jones, the give. Actually, the keeper once again squirts around left side, stays on his feet, but not enough. Gets about half of it back, and the Stampede on that 4th down stand recovers the football on downs. Stampede will have it 1st and 10. All right, Stampede 1st and 10. 2 receivers split out wide, 2-by-2 set. Lanzarato, shotgun formation, single back. Ball is on the 37-yard line. Lanzarato gives the cadence, gets the ball. The give to that single back. Rushes through, but is stopped at the line of scrimmage. You get what you can, get back to the line of scrimmage, live to see another day. 2nd down. Lanzarato, the screen pass. Finds 24 on the reception, rushes around corner, finds a lane. He's off and running, but is pulled out of bounds. And on that reception was Jeremiah Smith.
And it looked like the Bandit Zeke Awao was going to blow up that play. He got back there, but great speed on the outside to not only pick up a gain, but a 1st down.
Leyva helping on that stop for the Bandits, and but not before the Stampede get the 1st down. Ball will be spotted on the Bandit 49-yard line, 1st and 10, Stampede.
And those have been their best pass plays so far, the screens and the short passes. They haven't completed many long ones, so that way they can get it into the receiver's hands quickly and let them make a play.
And the single back pistol formation, wing set. Lanzarato, the give, once again to Smith, who squeezes out a couple. Correction, Guerrero.
And if you saw on the left side, the receiver and the defensive back were going after it even seconds after the play was over. A little bit of great blocking competition there. You want to see that as a coach, your kids playing hard.
2nd down now, and just inside 10-yard line, 10 yards to the first. So they get a couple yards back there. Stampede come up to the line of scrimmage. Wing set once again, single back. Bunch formation. Lanzarato. Pistol. Gets the snap. Sprints out. Lanzarato looking for a receiver. Can't find one. Decides to keep it. And steps out of bounds. Lives to see another day. No gain on the play.
Yeah, we've got some great interviews lined up. This should be a fun little halftime.
Kicking off for the Stampede, number 19, it'll be Carter Reed. Deep to receive for the Bandits. 26, Jaden Leyva. Reed's kick goes to the front line, little squibber, and looks like there's a bit of a pile up there. May have fallen into the hands of a Bandit. Jones, single receiver out wide. Coach Josh, and we have a penalty marker down. We had an illegal substitution.
Dead ball, delay a game. Offense, 5-yard penalty.
It looked like they had too many men on the field there, and before they could get the play up, they had to send one off, and 5-yard penalty because of it.
All right.
And that's one of those coaching moments we talked about. You, at this age, the players have to know what they're doing, and that's part of the coach's job, is just that development. Teach them that certain plays they can be there, certain plays they can't.
Jones the give to the left halfback. Promptly stopped in the backfield by 31. That was Hauser. Jones under center. Jones loses the football. It's on the ground. Picked up. Find out who regained possession there. It looks like it was regained by a Bandit, 26, Jaden Leyva. Wisely falling on that football.
Good presence of mind from the offensive players after they fumble it to just get on there and keep the possession.
Third down and long. Jones, the keeper, around left side, and is stopped by a Stampede knifing through. And I believe that was, you're not going to believe this, but I think it was, I was going to say it was Hauser, but
it looked like it.
Yeah.
It looked like it.
And on fourth and way long, Jones, the give to Akamas, who stopped in the backfield once again. Waning moments here of the first half. Lanzarato, shotgun formation, 2-by-2 set, single back.
And the way their offense played on that last drive, I wouldn't be surprised to see them air it out again, go for some big plays and try to get more.
The jet sweep, running around corner, around the right side, along the sideline, finally forced out of bounds is 31, Lennon Hauser. Right at the start of half, then we'll break to Coach Sowers, so stay with us, folks, through halftime. Should make for an interesting halftime, get some great commentary here, and find out what the coaches have up their sleeves. Lanzarato calling out the cadence. 2x2 set, and it looked like we had movement prior to the snap.
Yeah, it looked like a false start.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
And here we go. A repeat of first down. Lanzarato, shotgun formation, 3x1 set. Snap is high, another penalty. Oh boy, Coach Lanzarato really getting frustrated.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Snap comes back, looking for the screen. Overthrown. We'll have second down.
And just a little bit out of the receiver's reach. Looked like he had to turn around a little bit to get to it. Hit him in one hand, but you're not going to see many one-handed catches at this level, I don't think.
Second down and long. Coach Lanzarato huddling his offense up. Coach Josh with the Bandits. Bandits are all set defensively. Will adjust to whatever formation they see on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
And I'd assume they'd try to get just some of these yards back, not go for the first down right away, but just get a chunk of yards and make it third and manageable, see if they can get another play out of that.
Stampede in their burnt orange with white numbers. Lanzarato, the pass, wide open in the middle.
And how about that?
Looking around, and it's Rennie Smith with a Stampede touchdown. Oh, yes. We had one official that marked him down, the other marked him in for the Stampede. Bunch set, and the give to the up back. That's 38, who is swarmed by Bandits.
Yeah, the Bandits, it seemed like they knew a run was coming. They got great penetration, pushed them back a little bit. That's all about the defensive line winning at the line of scrimmage and stops them short.
And that was Guerrero, actually, 30. And Lanzarato on the keeper. Does he get in? Not quite.
And you saw it was Akamus from the Bandits, it looked like, got back there and stopped him just a bit short. It looked like he had a hole, but he blew it up and keeps the clock moving, doesn't allow a score.
Akamus Tayase, not only is he a big physical running back, but a pretty darn good aggressive linebacker for the Bandits. Lanzarato once again on the keeper and is pulled down by number 7, King Little.
King Little makes a great play there. He gets back into the other side of the line of scrimmage, takes him down,
That's the
no
end of
score.
We're with Coach Ron Sowers here at halftime. Coach Sowers, how you doing, sir?
Doing great, man. Glad to be here.
Coach, what are you seeing down there? You've seen a lot of little kids running around, but I'm sure you see some potential.
No, and you know what? I love this. I mean, you're talking an 8U program running the bone, right?
Yeah.
Running the bone.
Yep.
And on the other side, you got them running the pistol, throwing bubble screens. This is fantastic. Great coaching. I love it.
And you've had a chance to work with some of these kids. How young should people start working with a line coach like you?
Well, it depends on their aptitude, right? If they have the right aptitude and they're willing to work hard and they're willing to learn, I generally start them around 10 years old.
Okay.
And we've had a lot of success with kids who come in and they're a little nervous in the beginning because they're around older kids. But once they pick it up and they get confident, it's a beautiful thing.
Now, your gym, you have a gym up in North Scottsdale, but you also do a lot of remote visits and workouts with kids. How big are the groups? How small are the groups? Give us an idea here of what you do.
Well, it just depends. We always do group training because of the competition factor between the kids.
Yep.
But we do as small as 3, as large as 10 or 12 at a time. Bigger than that, it's too big. But we always try to group the kids by their ability, where they're at, whatever their age is.
Okay.
And then we just put them through the process of getting better.
Coach, people can find you by your website, trainingbеттerathletes.com, your phone number as well.
602-435-9064. Our job is to build young men through the game of football, but to build character and leadership. and build the men of tomorrow today.
It's not just about the physical attributes, folks, or the technique. It's about the mental as well, and you get the full package with Coach Sowers. Coach Sowers, thank you so much. You got a bunch of workouts today, a bunch of kids to get to that need your help, so you don't need to be wasting time with us.
No, we got 10 sessions. I got to get to it, brother.
All right. Thank you, Coach Ron Sowers. start off the second half. There goes the ball, and recovered by the Bandits. A little squibber, and that is number 7, King Little. Cedric Jones, the quarterback, under center. One receiver split out wide. Bandits love to utilize that tight end. And the give to the right halfback. We've got a flag down, which will probably be movement before, but we've got a great gain down the sideline. Finally stopped is number 24, Adrian Armenta.
It's always tough as a coach to have a play that big taken back by a penalty, but who knows, maybe that's what caused it in the first play.
There's no flag on the play.
Yeah, and the 20-yard run as opposed to the 15-yard loss is a big difference.
Akamas finally stopped by number 30, Guerrero. Jones, give to the left halfback. Finally stopped, and another penalty marker down. 2nd and 1, to be exact. Here we go. Jones under center, takes and gives to the left. Oh, he keeps it. Another great fake around left end. Finally stopped, but not before getting the Bandit first down.
And it seems like every time he touches the ball, it's a sure few yards. He falls forward, brings a couple of defenders with him, strong runner, and you love to see that.
Bandits. Jones under center. The give to the right halfback. Takes it for a few more. That's 24 on the carry. Armenta, call it the 28. Jones under center. Jones, the give to, once again, the fake. My gosh, these kids are masterful at faking. Brings it back, right halfback. That time he did give it off, and it was Armenta on the carry. Okay. Lanzarato back to pass, does. Ball's in the air, and a couple of receivers run into each other. The intended receiver there appeared to be 31, Lennon Hauser. Stampede with the football. 2-by-2 set. Lanzarato, shotgun formation, receiver in motion. The give on the jet sweep. And that's Hauser coming around the corner. Gets that edge, and he's off to the races. All alone. Gets to the middle of the field, continues to run. Lennon Hauser with the Stampede. Touchdown!
And it looked like he was going to go out of bounds.
Passing formation. Cade Lanzarato, shotgun, the bubble screen, and the penalty marker down.
And we'll see what the penalty is, but maybe they should take these 2-point conversions from the 50 and get a long drive there. Maybe they'd get that together. They've had a lot of tough, big runs, and they just haven't been able to put it together in these short ones. Big play offense from them, just haven't been able to put the 2-point conversions together.
Find out what the official has here.
Holding on the offense. That penalty's declined.
Okay. Ball is up. Carter Reed on that kickoff. Nice boom and kick compared to what we had earlier and those squibs. And on the return is 26, Jaden Leva. All right, here we go. The wishbone formation. And Jones under center. Gives it off to the right halfback, who stopped immediately.
For the Stampede, he makes a good individual play, gets back there, stops him short.
Once again on the carry. Not really gaining anything, and that was Akamas there. Bandits, ball is marked on their own 37-yard line. Jones looking for a back, doesn't find one, takes it around left, and is stopped. Stopped by 31, Hauser. All right, here we go.
Maybe not. Maybe they changed their minds.
Yeah,
No punt.
4th and long. Waiting for the official to give the green light. They do. Jones under center. Gives it off. Armenta around left. Gets a couple, not enough. Bandits turn it over on down. Stampede will have it back. 1st and 10 on the Bandit 41-yard line. Lanzarato with the snap. The jet sweep once again. Carter Reed on the carry. Goes around left end. Finding that last player. Gets around end and stopped just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Up front line. Jones is off and running, breaks free. Cedric Jones finally stopped down with a penalty marker down. It could be a horse collar. Wishbone formation. And Akamus for a couple. Single receiver split out wide. Jones, the toss to Armenta, who gets 1 or 2 more. Jones once again to Armenta, getting a few more, and it looks like they'll be going for it on 4th down.
They can punch this in, get something on the scoreboard. It would be a big momentum.
Jones on the keeper around left edge, gets in for the Bandit touchdown.
And Old Faithful there. That's been their go-to play. He makes a tremendous run to the left side, gets a score. You can see him flexing a little bit there. He's feeling good.
I think that's a sign of relief.
That's right.
Finally, with a touchdown now, or within 3 scores, down 24-6 to the Stampede. Jones, the give, the handoff, Akamus, and does not get in, just short.
Yeah, that was...
And the squib along the left, and the penalty marker goes down. We may have an offsides there.
It's been a day of firsts.
Oh, looks like ball is recovered by the Bandits. The give to Armenta around left, finally brought down inside the Stampede 40-yard line. Welcome back, folks. 4th quarter. Jones on the toss. And around the corner, rumbling, stumbling, fumbling, is 26. Jaden Leyva, but a flag down.
But regardless, it looks like they've got a little bit of their juices flowing. They're moving the ball better than they had before. That's an unfortunate play, but here they go.
Jones on the sprint out. Rushes around right. Finally brought down. Stopped by 88 on the play. Jones the give. Akamus right up middle. Gets a couple before he's stopped by a pack of Stampede.
See if they can do it again.
Penalty markers down. We had some movement. Might have been a cadence. And we had the Stampede jump.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense,
And
5-yard penalty, 1st down.
And unfortunate for them, fortunate for the Bandits.
Akamus rushing through, loses the football on the ground, and picked up by a Bandit.
Yeah, and that turnover would have been costly if it had happened, but Bandits lucky to fall on the football, end up with a little bit of a gain out of it.
Jones under center. Jones, the toss to Armenta, who stopped in the backfield. Hauser. And the give to the big man, Akamis, getting a couple of more. And the pitch, shaking off a tackler, 26, still up, finally, brought down is Leyva.
They just don't want to have a turnover on downs.
Lanzarato, and the give around the corner. Coming upfield to the right is Smith. Jeremiah Smith finds a lane, finally forced out of bounds. And the handoff by Lanzarato finds the ball in the hands of Caleb Garcia. Tight bunch set, single back. And the end around. And the penalty marker down. We'll have a face mask. 2nd down and 3. Lanzarato and the give to Carter Reed. Carter Reed around left corner. Finally brought down. Lanzarato and the handoff to Hauser. All right, 4th down, Stampede. Receiver split out wide, single back, 2-by-2 set. Lanzarato with the cadence, Hauser in motion. Lanzarato around left end. Squirts around, comes back to the right. Open field. Along the sideline, finally pushed out of bounds. Here we go. Four receivers split out wide, single back. Hauser in motion, the give to Hauser. Coming around the right end and tackled, brought down that play by 52. Jojo Tupai. Here we go. And 1st down on the play. Jones back to pass. Does, and pass just barely overthrown. Jones under center. Gives to Akamis, who runs through, finds an opening, a crease, and he's off and running. This is the play we've been working on, watching all game long. Akamis Tayase with the Bandit touchdown.
Especially a big body like his.
The handoff, and tripped up, and the attempt is no good.
And an onside recovery here would be a big thing. This is a crucial kickoff.
Kick is off, and the penalty marker down. A wrap-up by Brittany and Eric. We're not going to reveal the player of the game. We're going to record it after the live stream. The handoff to 31, Hauser. Lennon Hauser around the right corner, breaking free, finally tripped up by Jones. And the give, Lanzarato finds Guerrero, who stopped after a couple of yards.
And Guerrero picks up a couple, he rumbles forward, keeps the ball inbounds, exactly what they needed.
Semantics, as they say,
Yep.
just running out the clock.
I'm not sure they're keeping stats, but maybe they're, oh, it looks like the Bandits picked up a fumble. And you've got to be proud.
Penalty marker down.
Win or lose, you want to keep fighting, keep competing, keep playing hard.
Carrying the football, finally stopped.
Timeout. Offense.
And the timeout called.
And I've enjoyed seeing the parents on the Stampede sideline. They're having a great time.
Jones on the keeper, finally stopped. Number 7 for the Stampede, Carmelo McKenzie.
And he keeps running the football, gets the first down there, moves the sticks. He has just been, in this second half especially.
Official time on the field, a little different than our time up here in the box. Should be approaching the end of the football game.
And they run the ball again. The coach is telling them to hurry up, get the snap off, keep moving it.
And I think that's the game. That's the game, folks. Stampede defeat the Bandits 24-12. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see if we can get Brittany Boyer down on the sideline with the Stampede head coach, Sean Lanzarato.
Out to Brittany Boyer.
I'm here with Stampede head coach. Congratulations on the huge win. You said coming out of the half, it was like it was 0-0. You were able to get more explosive plays. What do you have to say about the effort from your boys all the way through tonight?
They did good overall. They did really good. So it's just we have to clean it up a little bit, you know, fix our mistakes, watch our film, and we'll go from there. But overall, they played a really good game.
Now you have Lennon Hauser, who is actually our player of the game, out there doing a little bit of everything for you guys. Talk to me about his effort, and you know, is he one of the leaders on the team, or someone you think is going to develop into a leader for these 8-year-olds and someone they can look up to?
Yes, absolutely. Lennon's a leader. He's always played up his age group, so this is his first season actually playing his age, and you can see what he could do on the field. He's electric, and you know, we try to put the ball in his hands to make some plays, and he did that today.
All right, Coach, anything else you want to add before I let you go join your team in the huddle?
No, good game, Stampede. Thank you for all the fans, and thank you to Cox for coming out and viewing our game.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Let's do this first, because you've been asking me all show long, the shoes. What do we have for shoes this week?
All right, this week we're going old school since we had Scovey here. We're talking about the 80s. I was a huge skateboarder. I rode ramp when I was younger, Tony Hawk, Pal Peralta, all those guys. So we're going yellow Vans this week, man.
Very nice.
Oh yeah,
Can I touch 'em?
You bet, Dan.
Oh, man.
Isn't that great?
It is.
Suede,
Oh, wow.
suede.
My day is made now.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for that, Jason. Okay, that was an amazing game. You know, we had the Stampede. They looked great, crisp throughout the game. Bandits took them a little while to get going, had a couple of late scores in the game. Final score of that game, 24-12. Our game MVP this week, he outshined most everyone throughout the game, from the opening kickoff to the end, the ending whistle or horn. Who is our MVP this week, player of the game, the Adrenaline fundraising player of the game?
Okay, we have number 31.
We're not cheesy here at NYFCAtv, but that's good. Keeping in line with our pool theme, number 31, Lennon Hauser. Congratulations, running back, linebacker, defensive back. Played a great game, Lennon. Congratulations. And we're going to go to Lennon's interview with our own Brittany Boyer right now.
Now, Coach was telling me that this is the first time you've ever played with anyone your age. You've always played up. How does it feel to get to play against the kids that are your age now?
Good, because I can get more yards and make good plays.
Anything else you're looking forward to as the rest of the season goes on? Awesome. All right, Lennon, we'll let you go celebrate with your team. Congratulations on being the player of the game and having an outstanding day. All right, Eric.
All right, guys, we're at the end of the show, but first, Jason, where can people find out more about NYFCA?
You can always find us at NYFCA.com, or you can email us at hq@nyfca.com, but we're pretty active on social media, so you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And one thing that I just want to finish here, we've also had someone else in the community come out to work with us, and we're now going to be offering professional photography. So we have a sideline photographer for the rest of the season.
Wow.
And we're going to be providing action shots of our young men battling every week on the field. Just another thing that, because you guys are investing in us, that we're going to invest back in you. So please look to our social media feeds for these amazing shots.
All right, so next week, thank you for joining us, by the way, but next week, we're not stopping this train for anything. We are going to come back, and our game of the week next week is going to be AZ Suns and AZ Bandits.
That's right. It's going to be it's our right now the top team in the 8U division, going up against AZ Bandits, who I'm sure is going to come back very strong after their loss last week.
Thank you so much for joining us. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Jason Hirsch, League Director of the NYFCA, I'm Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show, and together we are NYFCA TV. Have a great week, everyone.
Thank you.